Hey guys, in today's video I'm just going to talk about earthbound spirits. I've been wanting to make videos on topics like such because I wanted to share. I've been coming across a lot of light workers who are struggling with earthbounds, who are struggling with their gifts, who are struggling in different, how to deal with these energies, and more so, even on my own journey, I have struggled with these energies, and how did I overcome and what did I learn from it? I want to share those things with you. So basically, when I say earthbounds, what I mean is they are spirits who haven't transitioned to the other side. Just like our loved ones, after they pass, they transition in a proper way. The reason that earthbounds do not transition in that way is because either, for a couple of reasons. Either they have this fear of hell, they fear that they will be doomed in hell, or they are too materialistic. They led a very materialistic life and they are very attached to the earthly aspect, to their possessions. They don't want to leave their possessions. They are greedy or they are selfish. There's a negative kind of most of the time it's negative. There can be instances where someone chooses to be earthbound because of love, out of love, but it is very rare. Mostly the earthbounds are quite disturbed. I would say they are a disturbed spirit, and they are quite lost, and they are stuck in this earthly realm. So if you have gifts of mediumship, if you are a light worker, and even if you are denying your gifts, like I started experiencing earthbounds when I was a teenager and in my 20s, and it kind of accelerated from that time. And the thing is that the more you shut it down, you will keep experiencing paranormal experiences because you have that gift and they can see you. Even if you are denying those gifts, these entities know and can see that you have the gift of communication. You can communicate with them, you can help them, and if nothing else, your light. They are just drawn to your light like a moth to a flame. So they will be drawn to you. This is not to be afraid of. I don't want you guys to have any fears around this. I've had a few people ask me about, that they are experiencing this, the earthbounds, and why is this happening? First of all, you must claim your power. You must claim your gifts, because once you claim your gifts, you strengthen your auric field, and you will not allow these entities to attach to your field. So basically what these entities do is they hook into your auric field and they feed off your light, they feed off your energy. I'm very sensitive to when these earthbounds or entities attach to my energy. I can immediately tell, because I feel they mostly hook into my crown chakra, and I can tell right away that they've hooked into it, and I will start immediately working on removing them. So first of all, these are the couple of things that I do. I always clear my area with sage, Palo Santo. I wear protective crystals. Like right now, I'm wearing black obsidian. Black tourmaline is also very protective, to protect you from these and shield you from these negative entities. But more so, it's your relationship with your guides. I always say build a stronger link with your guides, and clearly state, you have this guide that is more like a guard and protects you from any of these energies coming in and attacking you in any shape and form. Okay, now when you have a strong auric field, they can't harm you in any way, guys. They can't harm you, they can't do anything to you, because your aura is so strong that they are repelled by it. But however, let's say you go to an environment that holds that sadness or that energy. Most of the times for me, if I'm visiting someone at the hospital, or it's very rare at the mall, but specifically at the hospital, I always find there can be an entity attachment, or I have picked up even from grocery shopping. And what happens is that I will come home, I will feel immediately, as soon as I sit in the car, I will feel my energy shift. I know that I'm not myself, and I have picked up on something. So, you know, if I'm feeling very depressed or very angry, when I say depressed, it's to the point that you feel like crying and you don't even understand why you're crying, but you're just crying, and you're feeling emotional, or you're feeling angry, or you're feeling upset, and all these emotions are like heightened and you don't understand what's happening. So the best way to do it is to tune within yourself. I always like to light a candle for protection, because fire is the element of protection and purification. So I always keep candles burning around me. I will light a candle and I will set that intention, and I will tune into my body, and I will go within and I will check, what is this? And I will check within my auric field, what have I picked on? What is this? I will go within. Is it a spirit? Is it a demonic entity? What is it? How do I feel about this? Most of the times, like I said, they are hooked into my crown chakra. So I will just call upon Archangel Michael. First of all, I will call on Archangel Michael. I will create a portal of light right above my crown chakra, and I will set the intention that this entity goes back to light. Okay, I will talk with this entity that you cannot be attached to me. I am not the source of light. I am not your home. You need to go back home. You need to go back home. And sometimes you have to be really firm, and you have to say, I command that you leave now. And you say this strongly, as if, you know, you own your body, you own your energy, and they just cannot feed off you. So this is what you're commanding. This is what you are claiming. So once you claim that, you will immediately feel that your energy has shifted, and you will feel that with Archangel Michael, you can request the angels, you can request Archangel Michael to carry this entity out into the light and out of your auric field. Okay, once you claim it, guys, it is done. It is done. Okay, most of the times, then you again check within yourself, check within your system. How do you feel? Okay, so this is something I wanted to talk about. This is pretty neat. You can do it. There's also vacuuming technique that I have made a video about before. You know, it is on YouTube. You can use that technique, vacuuming with Archangel Michael. That also helps lift any lower energies that may have been attached to you. Okay, so it's quite common for light workers, you know, for these entities to be attracted to our light. It's nothing to be fearful of, guys. Always surround yourself with light. Always surround yourself with protection. Know that you have your guides, you have your ancestors, you have the masters watching over you. This is sometimes a test on how you will handle yourself. I suffered mostly with these earthbounds when I was not claiming my power, when I was not claiming my psychic gifts, and I kept going through these paranormal experiences, one after the other. I would see these earthbounds everywhere, and you know, it was scary. And I still remember to this day, like, I used to see like earthbounds everywhere, and this happened for a week. When my third eye started opening up, I was like seeing earthbounds. Like, I would go out, I'd see earthbound, I'd drive a car, I could see earthbound, you know, from my rear view mirror, and it freaked me out. Really, it did, because some of the faces are very distorted and things like that. So I remember once they just followed me to my room, and they were like filled up in my room, and I lost it, and I got angry, and I got so mad that I just screamed at them to leave, and my eyes was closed when I was screaming at them, and when I opened my eyes, they were just gone. There was not a single earthbound, there's not a single entity that I could see. And after that, it's like it closed down by itself. So this was something that, you know, this experience taught me that I was not powerless, that I had my own guides, and my own you know, my own archangels and my own divinity that I had to believe in, right? And not give my power away, that, oh my God, all these earthbounds are attacking me or something, or I'm seeing them everywhere. You can see them, but you can also request your guides that you don't want to deal with them. So now I don't attract earthbounds. One-offs I will come across, and I know how to work with it and send it back to light, and not have it attached or not have it feed off my energy, and I will send them back to light. And it's always done, guys, in a very humane way. Like, I do respect them, but at the same time it's almost like, sorry, you can't feed off me, you can't stick to my energy, you can't, I'm not the source, I'm not your home, right? You need to go back to home, you need to go back to the light where you came from. This is not where you're staying around, you're not hovering around me, that's not happening. So this is important, that I know a lot of light workers or sensitives who are picking on these things, and they're like, I don't know how to work with it. It's normal to experience this, but you can also set the intention with your guides. That's why meditation is so important, guys, to build that auric strength, to build that strength within yourself, and also send this clear message that this is not what you want, okay? You always, whether it is the physical world or the metaphysical world or whatever energies you're dealing with, you always have a choice. Remember that you always have a choice. What is that you choose? What is that you wish to deal with? What is that you wish to disconnect with? Like, I want to work with spirits that have transitioned. I want to work with archangels. I want to work with ascended masters, and that has been clearly said through intention with my guides, that this is what I want. But one-offs, if I deal with an earthbound, I also understand that there is a learning lesson in this for me, and I know how to deal with these energies much better now than I was at that time, because at that time I was so fearful, I was so afraid, and I thought that these gifts were a curse, and they were just, these entities would just follow me, these earthbounds would just follow me, and I had a lot of paranormal experiences. It was very hard for me, guys, and there was a lot of fear around it, and I know some of you will feel the same way. You will, and you won't even understand that why you're going through these paranormal experiences. Why are these spirits kind of in a way attacking you? You won't understand that, but all this can be contained, all this can be stopped by remembering who you are and how powerful you are. You can set healthy energetic boundaries, just like you set healthy boundaries on the earth plane. You can also set them for the astral realm, okay, and not attract these energies, and send them back to the light, okay? And always shield your energy. I just felt like sharing this. I hope it helps someone who's watching this today. I wish you guys the best. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.